Hey friends, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas and 12 Scrap Lifts of Christmas. It is December 11th and I'm running a little low on the kit that I've been trying to work through for the beginning of the month. It's the Oh What Fun line from Pinkfresh. So let me show you the Scrap Squad scrap lift that I'm going to work with, and then you'll see kind of where I was thinking. Now, they have a very plain background with great pattern paper. Let's see, they have a little outlining. We'll see what I do with that. They did stitching. Not feeling the stitching. Don't know. I mean, I do have like some rub-ons right here on my desk. I can see if any of those are for stitching, but I have no idea. So some splatty bits here and there, just a couple stars. So it's kind of a simple one, which is great for this time of year. We're really busy. So what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and leave that. Let me scooch over a little bit, this scrap lift right here on my iPad. So what I thought I would do, since I'm running really low, I have 3 sheets of full-size paper left, right? I have this, which I thought was too bright for a background. I mean, what am I saying? I always like busy backgrounds. But this one, I really felt like being a little bit truer to it. So I'm going to use black for the background. And I'm going to use some of this gorgeous paper here. I like the idea of this red, white, and blue vibe that was in this one. And this one is called Merry Everything. And I just used this side on my last layout for, actually I detail cut them out. So I'm going to use this side for only a piece of it. And I think I'm going to use that for this really big fishtail banner bit here is what I think I'm going to do with that. Then I also have this gorgeous piece here, and don't know what it's called. Still that blue, and I have some of this blue and white grid. So that's what I'm going to work with. I was trying to hold off on this piece here because for the die cuts that come with the collection, I have 2 left. Just two. That's it. Now, I do have plenty of the puffy phrases. Plenty. So that's great for my titles. And I also have, lots of the cardstock stickers left. And now, while I've been working my way through it, I always really try to make sure, like, see how this one says Christmas Days at Home? I really try to make sure to use that one before I use one that is plain that I could use for something else later on, if that makes sense. Like I could use that red and circular one for Valentine's and 4th of July and Memorial and all of that kind of stuff. So I do really try to target the pieces that are themey specific. Like I can use home later on, but Better Not Pout's a little tricky. Love this time of year. I can use it on Valentine's. So if that makes you understand what I mean. So anywho, a little bit of my thought process with that, but I do have plenty of these goodies left, very little on the die cuts. So I thought I could have this handy dandy. If you look on this inspiration piece, there are some really large and prominent die cut pieces right here. So I thought I'd look here and see if there's 3 I really liked. Now, if I don't like those, oh, this is cute too for a scrap. All right, maybe I'll bring that in for another scrap. Now, if I don't dig any of them, I do have these momentous stickers. But my thoughts were when I put this kit together that I was going to try to do the Pinkfresh and then go to the other things as we go along. But these do have some lovely dimension if I go that way with it. I really like the holiday wishes in the cork too. All right, this may be coming in, might not. We're going to see how it goes. So, like I said, I do have some of these scraps as well that I can use for some of these extra fun bits. And due to the fact that I'm going to be using a number of different little pattern pieces, I am going to go ahead. Oh, but I know I wanted to really try to stay really close to the red, white, and blue on black. Anyhow, doesn't matter. This doesn't even have that much color in it if I need to use these. But I wanted to see if I could pick out some of the pieces on here I really liked. So probably like the blue house, since I want to go the red, white, and blue more than anything. I like the blue house. I can do something like that. Don't really want to go to the peach. Maybe this piece right here, Merry Everything and Happy Always. Something like that, because I'm really sticking towards a color palette, and then we'll branch out from there. Anywho, I'm going to get working on this. I'm going to cut my pieces out, pop them on. I do know that I'll end up using some Jen Hadfield gold glitter mist with this, with, you know how they have some of the splatty bits, because that'll pop off the black background really, really well. Okay, I think that's it, aside from the fact that I want to pick a red or a blue piece from here. And I'm thinking Good Cheer, since this is going, oh, I didn't tell you that either. I don't have photos for this yet. I have very few Christmassy photos. The next photo I have, or the only photo I have, let me see where it is. For Christmas stuff, I'm walking across my room. For Christmas stuff to do is this one of my Nomies. So that one is coming up in a later layout. I have paper very specific for that. Anywho, I think that one's coming up on the 12th. Anyway, moving on. So I don't have photos yet, and this is something I do this time of year, is I go ahead and create layouts when I have time. And as I take pictures later on, I just start popping them on because we're busy, aren't we, people? Okay, I'm going to get working on this. I'll be back in a minute once I have all my little background pieces cut out, and then we can do some decorating together. All right, oops, there we go. Quick check-in time. Now, everything's attached here except for my title, and I think my title will be kind of here-ish. That will be really cute. And these are the 3 pieces that I told you I was going to detail cut out of that cut apart sheet. So now I can put this away, I think. So let's get that put away. I did use this washi tape both here and down here. Now I have a little tiny gap right here because I did not have a long enough piece of paper. So I'll put a little something right there and that'll be fine. Only you and I will know, not a big deal. I'm gonna have to use liquid adhesive to get this down. Now remember, I'm trying to keep to the red and blue things. So I liked this Magic of the Season, and I can have that right above where my photo will go. So let me get just a couple, well, maybe I can get away with one. So let me get a little foamy piece here, because that'll be cute. Now remember, you won't see most of this piece right here because that is where my photo is going to go. You're just going to see a little bit of the star outline, so I'm not as worried about the pinky colors kind of zipping along on that spot. And I'm also not going to put adhesive really right down to the end, so if I want to, I can go ahead and slip my photo beneath that spot. I like to have it a little bit offset on that piece right there, so that's why I did that. Okay, so now I need to get this piece on. Now in the meantime, when I sign off again, I need to get a little piece that goes right here, which of course, once again, I'd like to go, I like that Happy Christmas. That's really cute. I think I might have found it. So I might dip that just a little bit lower like that. And you know what I'm going to do because I'm doing that? I'm going to go ahead and grab one more little piece of this washi because I want to extend it just a little bit, and you're not going to really see it as much if I have this piece here. So I was going to dip that so that pretty much the washi will keep going past that. Now I'm going to probably have to come up with something there, maybe something like one of these labels or something like that. But we can always work through it. I left that piece right here that reads Happy Christmas flat because this one is popped up on dimensional adhesive. So there's that. Now, I do have a little yellow there, which I do like this yellow. So, I mean, we all know that I'm keeping mostly to the red and green, but I do like kind of doing this whole primary color thing. Hold on. My washi is gone wild here. So maybe if I just did something like this, creating a nice little connector, and then I can have Happy Christmas right here, and it takes care of that whole gap issue. And I like that. That's a cute little cluster. And I'll put, you know, some like, I'm doing this with my hands, like you know what that means. I'll go ahead and put some splatty bits around that and it'll end up making sense. So, phew, let me get out my splatty bits. Y'all know that I'm into my Jen Hadfield for my gold splatty bits, so I'm going to bring that in, and that's going to bring a tiny bit more of that yellow in. Not trying to overdo it with the yellow. I'm kind of putting a yibbit of it in there. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and find my little extra pieces. Once again, trying to use as much of the collection as I can, because, you know, why not? And then after that, if I don't have enough, like I don't have any enamel dots or sequins or anything in here, so I will plop those on and I'll be back and we'll do splatty bits together and we'll finish this up. All right, my friends, so here is the scrap lift. Here is mine. I just have to get some splatty bits on here and we will be all set. And when it's super busy, a couple days closer to Christmas, I will be taking pictures. I print at home, so, you know, I'm kind of lucky that way. I'll just get some pictures taken, pop this on, and I will be good to go. Now, here's a funny thing. When Christmas is over, let's say it's December 26th, right? I'm kind of over scrapbooking Christmas like crazy. Is anybody else with me on that? Like, I just want to start doing like the icy pinks and icy blues, maybe a little bit of a nice bright lavender, you know, like the wintry colors. But I am totally over the Christmas pictures at that point. And then I see so many people that are still into it. I'm like, oh, I wish I could be, but your girl just is not. I'm ready to move on to the next color palette and the next set of supplies and all of that goodness. Anyway, do you see how that gold mist pops right off this black? Like absolutely crazy. So that is it. Remember, this is going to be mostly covered. You're just going to see the outline of that rectangular block. But for the most part, that layout is done. Just waiting for a photo. I will leave links down below for the other creators who are involved in these hops. And if you have any questions or comments, pop them down and I'll get back to you when I'm having my next cup of tea or cup of coffee. Bye, friends.